see that we didn't have a memory leak in that situation because I got rid of the previous things that were causing the memory leak, these statements. But now I want to get rid of this little loop right here. Rebuild it.
No, we're not memory
Rerun
X.
it. And we see we have some problems with what we allocated. A whole bunch of things. It's kind enough to show me what the data looks like if it's displayable. If the content of the things that it allocated but did not get deallocated have things that are displayable, we'll see those pieces in here. And we'll see the hexadecimal versions of those same characters that are displayable. If it's not displayable, this will be empty in here, but this stuff will have things in it nevertheless because it's the ASCII code. So the question is, how do I get rid of this? These are all the strings that I typed in, aren't they? All the tokenized strings. Notice that they've all got null at the end. How do I get rid of them? Well, you saw me comment out this loop. So let's put it back in, but before we run it, let's talk about what it does. It's kind of some strange notation there. Two sets of square brackets. Ooh. Do they both mean dereference? No. The first one means what? The string or the block pointed at by what's to its right. Okay? Inside of the delete statement, which is a reserved word in C++, the square bracket says that which is pointed at by, if you will, the block pointed at by, name sub I. Well, name sub I is what? The names pointer array offset by I and dereferenced. So it's actually the string that the ith element in the names array is pointing at. Is that clear? Now, Dwight, if I said for this lab you can't use square brackets for array notation, can't use array notation, how would I change this?
You throw the reference in the front, the left parenthesis, names plus I.
So I do splat, left parent,
and at the end plus I, right parent.
Plus I, parentheses. Everybody see that? They are one and the same, aren't they? One and the same. Now in the context that I'm in here, I'm within main. So names is a double splat char, right? It's a pointer to character. If I tried to delete it down here in the subroutine, well, I use the same notation because very conveniently I said names is a reference variable. Got it? Okay. Let's go back up here to this. What does this delete? It says delete the array itself. Delete square bracket names. What is the R value of names? Max?
Of which?
Names. This one right here. And I'm within the context of main.
I don't remember how it was declared. Is it a pointer pointer or is it a
Pointer pointer to character. So
Sure.
names is a pointer to an array
Right.
of pointers to character strings. So this deletion, going back to this picture, deletes this. Okay, is that clear?
That's right.
Deletes the array. So this doesn't have a value in it anymore. Or it does, but what it points at is no longer legitimate. Now, supposing I took this comment and the deletion, and I stuck it right there. Hey, that's a really cool idea. Let's get rid of the array first, and then we'll get rid of the character strings. What do I have here?
Loops.
Dangling pointers, a whole bunch of them, and I'll never get rid of them. 3 boot time, because you can't get them back. Once you've lost them, we didn't save them someplace, and so we'll never get those addresses back. Clear? Just a simple out of order here means the whole program crashes, collapsing on itself. In fact, this first delete will fail because this thing doesn't point at anything legitimate anymore. Okay, what about this one? What's that doing? We used str as the pointer to the character buffer, the big guy, 256 long. So we are deleting all the memory that we allocated for our buffer. Clear? Okay. I think that's it for today. Any questions? My battery's about dead. It's time to call off. See you in lab tomorrow.
So the dangler, it just doesn't have a pointer to it anymore? Is that what that means?
A dangling pointer says I have,
Like some days my eyes work better than
this is allocated, I don't have a reference to it. I can't get to
No way of getting to it to delete it, so then it would eventually be a memory leak?
it. That is a memory,
really weird
because I can never delete it.
So
You're gonna post this video on YouTube?